15.
Yeah, so I must have crashed out. All right, 15. Yeah, you would have heard a loud noise
Well, I
explosion.
think you're showing up as. Oh, okay, no, it just popped on live for me.
Okay, yeah, because it's still.
Hiccuped, I guess.
Yeah, it's taking a hot minute on my end. Like, I got a monitor that's supposed to be monitoring this. It'll be better when we get the new internet, I swear, guys. But for now, I think we're getting there. Alright, cool. We're back up on my end, too. So, yeah, Kronk, you would have heard that noise from within. As Arthur is giving a big old bear hug to Shella.
Yes, Kronk will go inside and check it out.
Yeah, go ahead. And I mean, since you're moving at Kronk speed, I guess you would be able to see the ending of this, right? As you make your
Not
way
if they're
there.
around that corner.
Not yet, yeah. So with that, Jack, you're pretty much stripped of all of the gear that can be easily stripped from you. So weapons, and hat. And Kitten puts it on. Oh my god, how evil would that be? Kitten puts it on and pretends to be Jack. Oh, he requires attunement? I mean, that would have been hilarious, right? Well, he puts it on, is like, yeehaw, and starts to walk away. So, Kronk, you can go ahead and continue moving, because this is about where Kinnan is at the moment.
So I'd see Ken in there, right?
You do see his back to you.
Are we just gonna say that I see Jack there?
You see Jack slumped over dead. He's got a wicked smile on his face, though. And it's been almost a hot minute.
Hey, Star, just for the benefit of...
Yep.
Could I at least have Dorian have made a perception as he was flying by?
I think Dorian's with you, ain't he? Like, he brought the wand back. Like, Shella, Kronk,
I mean, there was
and
no
Prod
point
went
of
with
dialogue during it, so that's why I was asking.
the...
Like, I have no idea where Dorian is right now.
Yeah, Dorian's en route to you to give you the wand back, as far as I remember. Like, the only ones who moved in this direction were the other... Like, Prod, Shella, Kronk, they all went in that direction. Arthur, as well, was already here. So, yeah, I think that's all that's there. Like, yeah, Dorian's making it back to you, handing you the empty wand. Here you go, boss.
So, okay, thank you, Dorian. You seem to have done exactly as I asked, so that's all I can really expect.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's me, doing what you asked. Alright, so, when are we blowing up the next ship?
So, right now we're focused on getting rid of the rest of Tazareth that are potentially still in the town. So, we're moving toward the club as I speak.
Alright, boss. Where do you want me? And yeah, Arthur, you can move in with Kronk if you want.
Yeah, Kronk will call Kennan's name.
Stops in his tracks and turns around and notices you.
Kronk's gonna hit him with a big one.
Alright, no, that's fair. Let me pull up his character sheet real quick. Because we don't want him to get away, right? It's a 13 on that, so that's probably a fail, right?
Yeah.
So he takes 23 damage. What else happens? The creature must also make a saving throw when it enters. Oh, it's an area effect spell?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that part.
And it's difficult terrain.
Fair enough. So he'll take 23 points of damage. And it's centered on him, right?
Yeah,
How much radius do you have on that?
20 foot.
I'll borrow this commoner real quick. You're my radius. Hostage. Boop. There you go. Lightly obscured, it doesn't say completely. Okay. Just double checking. Well, Kronk, I need you and Kennen to enter initiative. And Arthur as well, if he's here. And I guess, like, I don't know, like, do you want Shella to follow you in or no?
He would have said, Kronk just walked in. I'm gonna follow Kronk. Make sure nothing happens. If you wish to follow, follow.
She's worried about Kronk, so I'll go ahead and put her on there too. Alright. Arthur, you're up first as you see the spell get slung, and now there's a big obscured area. Attacks against Kennen are also at disadvantage because you can't see through that, but there are a swarm of insects just attacking Kennen. What would you like to do?
Okay, you know what? So we're gonna take the bonus action to stealth.
He did.
Because I want that sneak attack one way or another, so we're gonna do that stealth.
I hate to break it to you, but if you don't get advantage on the attack, as far as you, yeah. Unseen attacker actually does defeat that. Yeah, never mind. There's a, yeah, you're an unseen attacker. Alright, go ahead and make your attack, but it's going to be a straight roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that'll work.
29?
That'll do
That's
it.
an auto rolling damage.
Eh, it's fine, right? Trying to hurry it up, right? What do we got there? 27? Is that right?
Yeah.
And he gets stabbed in the chest for 27 points of damage, and you can hear him growling and grunting under the swarm of lotus that he's currently involved in. Anything else for your turn?
As he's going to yell out, he's just gonna yell out an insult in Elvish. Translation to bitch.
Does he know Elvish? Nope. Alright. So you say bitch in Elvish, and nobody gets the context. Alright, what's our movement, Kennen? Feline agility. Makes it 60, reduced to 30. So technically he starts swarming his way out. Oh, hold on. He can't just go that way. Let's see here. So that would be 30. Bonus action to hide. So he kind of like ducks underneath some of the scaffolding or, you know, stuff that's kind of like scattered around. So let's go ahead and do that. And Kronk, what's your passive? Passive perception.
14.
Okay, so you will not be able to see this attack, but it will be a straight roll because he has to shoot through the bugs.
Your robot on my end, so I didn't catch that.
It will be a straight roll, but it is an unseen attacker. and he will have to shoot through the bugs in order to hit you. I get a... I'm not using... Okay, why is it doing that still? Oh, that's why. Okay. Let me just redo this, actually. Okay. We're gonna... Okay. So, Kronk, you hear a mechanical noise. And then he kind of like stealths in, and then he kind of like pulls out another one of these shots, and he will take a shot at you. Here we go. It is... Now that I got the sharpshooter off, he's just going to try to shoot you. I get a 17 to hit. Does that hit?
No, sir.
So there's an arrow that kind of like lands next to you, Arthur, and then you see a loud explosion as it compresses into the earth, and there's like rocks of the stairways that is right there that kind of like shatters. No damage to anybody, but it would have been a heavy hit if it did hit somebody. And he is revealed once again. Next up is Kronk.
Do I have a general idea of his direction? Maybe not his exact area, but his general direction?
You can see him, but any attacks made at him are at disadvantage because it's lightly obscured between you and him. Though you could move and get line of sight on him. Like if you're going straight through that...
We're going with the Goldie but Oldie.
Aww.
Center on top of him.
Not this shit again. So technically your other spell drops, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, hold on. So I'll just move this over to him, right?
Yes.
And he goes, "Come on!"
Okay, can I assume that like over here would give me like maybe is that like half cover?
These are like small half tables, so I don't think Kronk could bend down to get cover from any of this.
Okay. I think he's just gonna increase his odds and move over a bit and split up the damage or range. Yeah.
I mean, there's technically nothing stopping you from just moving half your speed than just deciding to go prone.
Yeah, you could do that too. Go prone and then he has disadvantage on
Ow.
the range attack.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea, but we'll call that metagaming and I won't do it.
Oh, well, that's fair.
You go prone behind one of the tables you normally couldn't duck behind. It's not metagaming. It's just, hey, look.
Well, you gave me the idea, so I can't do it now.
Trying to remember interactions with Shella and Kitten by chance. She is fully aware that he's the bad guy, right?
Yeah, I think she was there the last time he tried to kill us.
Oh, she was 100% there. She was very much involved in the capture Kennen process.
Oh,
because that was like right before she got cursed, right?
Yeah, I think so, right? All right, no, that's fair. Like, I'm just trying to remember, like, how involved she was in that. Like, because, you know, like, Shella doesn't usually get involved unless it's... All right.
Oh, no, she was integral. She and Christopher teamed up to literally dimension door ahead and then... and then, close off their escape.
We'll save that.
Before the interrogation, anyway.
Oh, man. Okay, hold on. I gotta think for a minute. Alright. Because I didn't move her at the same time of Arthur, who moved into the combat, I want to know, do you want me to allow her to have a little bit of movement before I take her turn? This is you guys making the decision, because if I make it, it feels very meta for me to do. So, would you said she followed Arthur in before her turn starts, or is this just where she gets to?
Hey,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's where she gets to, but
I mean, I'm open to arguments on that, Arthur. Like, if you want her to follow you in. But I just want you guys to make the choice, because I don't want to feel like I'm cheesing this, like, taking advantage of this to salvage a thing. I want this to be what you think it should be. Like, if she followed you in, then I'll start her turn here. But if she didn't follow you directly in, and she's kind of, like, lagging behind, then she just makes it here. What do you think, Arthur? And
So I would
And Vol and
Go ahead.
Christopher can input as well, but go ahead, Arthur.
Coming from an experienced DM, since she was given the command to follow in, and I got to where I was before my turn started.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that would probably apply to her as well.
All right, I'll tell you what. Then I'll move her back just 5 feet. Like she's right behind you, right? That sounds fair to everybody else, right?
That sounds fine for me.
Okay. So in that case, I'll have her move in further. And oh no, it's a dead Jack! And I basically rolled how many seconds it's been. And I think I will have Shella use one of her, and correct me if I'm wrong in any of this, meta magics. She will distance spell a Revivify on Jack. Now, if that is wrong in any way, please feel free to correct me. But I think that's what.
If I'm remembering correctly, distance meta magic does. I believe it gives a range of 30 feet for a touch spell, but I am not remember. But I have not looked at distance spell in a hot minute.
Yeah, let's look at it. When you cast a spell that has a range of 5 feet or greater, you spend 1 sorcery point to double that range. When you cast a spell for range of touch, you can spend 1 sorcery point to make that 30 feet. Jack.
I did remember that.
Hey, Jack. Now you owe Shella.
That's for him to be told once he wakes up.
Yeah. So you are saved. I had it set to where if we got to the next round, Jack's timer for Revivify would have ran out. So there you go. There you go. I just want to make sure I played that straight because I don't want it to look like I'm trying to salvage it on purpose, but the option was there and I want to make sure we all agree on it. Arthur, with her coming in there using her distance spell, that'll be the end of her turn at that point. And Kennan's like cussing, like, God damn it, I just killed that son of a bitch. And Arthur, you're up.
Can Arthur see Kennen?
Yeah, you can see him. He didn't have a chance to hide yet. Like he
He
did,
is
but he
going
popped
to
out.
smile.
Oh,
Look
hell.
up. This one's for Jack, but, nothing says I can't help him. As you know what? Arthur's gonna dig in stance a little bit for steady aim. And
give it to him.
this is gonna hurt.
Oh, God, it's going to hurt. Yeah, that hits.
I wish that was up one.
Ugh.
29?
29 is a hefty amount. He gets wounded, but he is still standing. Looking rough. Like, ruh-roh shaggy rough.
Okay, that didn't quite go to plan, but okay.
No, that was a pretty good hit, though.
Anything
else?
You know what? No, that's his turn.
Kidden, not in the mood to move, because if he did, he would literally kill himself. He has to go after you, Kronk, because you cast this spell, and he doesn't like that. So, since he can't move anyway, steady aim. Yeah, that's why he's not moving. The only way he's going to get out of this is make you lose concentration. So, here I go. Let's see if his steady aim gets him a good roll. I get a 30 to hit you, Kronk.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And you hear another whistling noise as your shell kind of like gets hit by almost like a missile in a way as this arrow explodes on top of you. You take 36 points of damage. And I need you to roll a concentration check. 36 makes it 18. Yep.
Well, why does that never work for me? I never get that thing to work right.
Yeah, he's not getting out of this, but he's definitely going to make sure you guys don't take him down easily. Oh, you accidentally overshot your health? This is the first time
Never gotten
got
the
hit.
subtract math thing to work. I get it wrong every time.
Yeah, you just hit minus, bump, and done. All right, yeah, hit enter. And
I tried that. I screwed it up.
It's fine. I made a video about it. I'll show you again.
Constitution,
Yep, Constitution saving
Constitution.
throw for concentrate. Oh, do you want to buy yourself advantage, Kronk?
No, I'm okay on that.
All right, so your spike growths disintegrate. And since he's steady aim, he can't run. So that's the end of his turn. Kronk?
How bad does Jack look?
Jack is... I mean, he's revivified, but he doesn't have any health.
Alright, Kronk's gonna help him out.
Yeah, you could heal him and bring him to the fight if you want. Yep, so go for it. Jack, you heal for a shit ton. 23 points of healing. And you kind of like wake back from the dead, right? And you hear Shella's voice, "Don't worry, Jack! I saved you!"
The first words out of his mouth is just, fuck.
And then Kronk's over you tending your wounds.
Thank you, Kronk. Somebody give me a whip, I'm gonna kill this son of a bitch.
I think Kronk can throw him, give him his spear or his mace of terror.
Maybe give him the spear so he has something to throw.
Wait, does he actually have the Wand of Smiles left on him, or did...
You still have it, yeah. Or, yeah, because, I don't think we gave it to Shella, no. And if so, you would have kept it.
Does Jack need that? Can he use that for a focus?
Unfortunately, he can't.
Yeah.
He has to select his arcane firearm at the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
Well, he gets the Wand of Smiles anyways.
There you go. You get handed a wand that nobody knows what it does.
Thanks, Kronk.
Roll initiative and get on the order.
Alright.
And then Shella will be up next. Or actually, you'll be next. Go ahead, Jack. As you are prone.
Come on, use that wand. I dare you.
Jay didn't just start smiling.
I'm gonna use the wand on Kennen.
Alright, so Kennen needs to make a... What was it again? Is
10
it charisma?
charisma save.
Yeah. Hold on. I mean, this would be the funniest thing ever. So you like, alright, this thing does something, right? And then here's the charisma save. Oh, I'll go ahead and make it public. Oh, he gets a 12.
Oh.
So you... nothing happens.
Alright. Would I be able to use the bonus action or free action to search a corpse, or would that been action?
I'll allow a bonus.
Alright. Anything I can use in a fight.
Let me take a look at what I gave these guys. Yeah, this is a fresh corpse that you're next to, so let me pull up their character sheet. There's a couple of daggers. They look normal. Give me a quick investigation check to see if you find any of the other items. And then from there, we'll go from that.
24.
You find a...
Hey, look, there's a pile of blood. I think it might be mine.
Yeah. There's a short bow and a rapier in there. They are a +2 value if you decide to use them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can't do anything now since the...
Yeah, you can go ahead and add them if you want them, though. And okay. Shella looks at the furball Kennen on the other side, like, "You heard my friend, didn't you?" And she will Scorching Ray. Oh, Shella on fire. Let's see here. 7 uncanny dodge makes that 3. But then the other one just knocks Kennen to the floor and he is knocked down. And since that second one knocks him down, the 16 will automatically give him a fail on a death save. Wait, nope, never mind. 16 doesn't hit him. Arthur, you're up.
As Arthur's just gonna kind of pat and just look a little bit. Oh, he's down. Then he's gonna yell in, "Do you want him back alive to murder him again, Jack?"
Kill him.
You want to go coup de grace him?
Okay, I'll get the whip out. As you know what? Free movement and bonus action to dash.
Right.
We're going to pull the whip out, and you know what? We're just going to slash Kenan's head off.
Go for it. All right.
That's a whip, nonetheless.
Gonna give him some whiplash.
To be fair, that's
hits.
a lot nicer than what Kronk was gonna do.
Well, here's the thing. Like, that'll automatically take him to 2 death fails. He still has 1 left.
Although just for fun, just because
yeah.
we don't know how much health he actually has, maybe the sneak attack die will auto kill him.
Roll your damage. Roll your damage.
Because it is an auto crit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I do need to re-roll that again, right?
Nah, just... Is that all you're gonna do?
No, he's just getting smacked in the head with a whip to decapitate him.
It doesn't decapitate him yet. He's very... You can see like a red gash where you snapped into him. Kind of like cut in halfway on his skull, but it didn't decapitate him. Is that the end of your turn, or do you have any more attacks?
He's just gonna kind of look over at Kronk. If you want to brutalize him, do so now. I don't think he's long for this world. That's my turn.
Let's see if he pulls a jack. I'll make it public. Oh, good news, he's dead. So with that, he kind of like reaches out towards you, Arthur, in a desperate attempt, and then just kind of like collapses as he falls dead at this moment and bleeds out. Kronk, you're up.
I think Kronk's not gonna do anything. He realized he's dead.
He's already passed on. All right, and with that, you are out of initiative. And Jack, you have been revived by a kobold that you dearly hate.
Great. All right, he's gonna just ignore that for now and head over to Kenan. Like, just, I'm getting my shit back.
Yeah, absolutely, right?
Yeah,
and
I'm taking it all back.
Shell is like, you know, I met this one guy that was such an asshole. He wouldn't let me out earlier.
Actually, while I'm getting my stuff back, can I investigate to see if he has personal other shit on him?
Yeah, go for it.
Then not 25, not 20.
Okay, so you find a mechanical collapsible bow, which is a longbow +2, but it can collapse as a free action. So it's just like an easy stow, put away, and then you could just pull it out whenever you need it, and collapse it back out. He also has 5 strange arrows that are sitting in a quiver.
Yeah, I'm taking all that crap. I'm taking everything he's got.
Yep. So I call these charge shots, and upon impact, they do 3d6 explosive force damage. Yeah, that's how he's been, like, he got some upgrades while he was in town. And you find 15 gold pieces that he had in his pocket. You can have his burglar pack, you could have his ball bearings, you could have 2 flasks of oil if you want. You can have his water skin. But I think the real thing you're gonna want are the bracers of archery he acquired.
Oh, those are useless on me.
But you do have allies who might be able to use
I do.
it. Or you could sell them. Like, that's an option, right? So yeah, you find all of his goodies. Hell, that's a natural 20. Hold on, there's probably one more item I can give you. And a cloak of elven kind.
And a small bottle of anti-hair ball pills.
Yeah. Clear up the indigestion that he keeps getting during this late month. Gee, that's the end of the factory, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So I guess we're gonna investigate with Christopher and Vol real quick then. And see what they find out at the club, alright?
So wow, everything just seems to be going fairly smoothly, all things considered. What do you think, Vol?
You know,
Surely
I
nobody
can't help
died.
but agree. Like, you know, I imagine that everybody else is nice and safe and no one got hurt.
Yes, overall, this was quite well executed, not going to lie.
But anyway, Maybe get back into your Faustus persona.
Oh, just mix his hair a bit. Oh God, I feel disgusting every time I do this now.
Yeah, and this place, there is the single guy who's just nervously sitting here because he's been hearing commotion. Like, he looks disturbed, distressed. He's not sure what's going on.
Is he a townsfolk or
yeah, he looks like a
Tazareth?
local. Yeah, he looks local. Definitely has a scared look of a local, if you would. Make
So if
perception
you're looking
check.
for a safer place, you might want to move toward the inn and tavern. This is like Christopher just like pointing a thumb behind him.
Yeah, I think I'll do that right away. And he'll kind of like scurry away. Give me perception checks as the rest of the area has noises going off. So kind of see what's going on in here, shall we?
There's that one. And where are... Okay, I did have it open somewhere. Storm's in there too, might as well.
Yeah. Vol, you're probably the only one aware of it, but there are mechanical noises in the room ahead of you. And you can hear screaming like people are trying to run away from it.
We'll keep her persona up and walk ahead of Christopher. Kind of like danger sense kind of thing. And kind of walk ahead and see what it is.
You can see a Tazareth pirate just kind of like in between two of those retrievers you found earlier. And they just tear him to shreds. He falls unconscious, and then they kind of like turn in your direction as they detect new life forms within the area.
Well, shit, she says.
Yeah, that's a good response. Christopher, you have no idea what's going on yet, but you're welcome to join in on what that oh shit was about.
Is everything alright, Vol?
Vol's gonna just start bolting and kind of like drag you out.
And then as she's doing that, like these things are mechanically coming towards you. And you can see one in the doorway. And tell me your intention at this moment. It determines whether or not we go into initiative.
I am going to double check one thing here before I make this specific decision.
I got one more surprise after this too, damn it.
You know, this is just great too, because for some reason my eyes being particularly blurry today.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Probably, yeah. Oh, I need to get that Stream Raider battle going, so I'll go do that while we're waiting on Omega. While we're waiting on Christopher. Thank you guys for playing Stream Raiders with us, by the way. Much appreciated. If you're enjoying the content, feel free to subscribe. And if you want to join our Sunday game, check out the how to sub to that down in the panels. And if you're over on Facebook, come over to Twitch and check that out. ChaoticCalling.tv or twitch.tv/ChaoticCalling. What do you got for me, Chris? Are you good?
About what is the dimensions of the room that we're in?
As like how high is the ceiling? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
I would say about 20 feet. Like it's a tall vestibule, so that larger creatures can make their way in here. For some reason, that seems to be what they need, right?
Okay. Christopher, seeing these two creatures, is going to, yeah, just like hold his staff aloft, and he is going to cast a Wall of Force.
Can you post that for me, please? And you're creating a wall between you, or?
No, specifically what I'm doing is it's going to be a little weird because of the dimensions of the room.
Right.
But
you know, I'll look it up for you. I know it's one of those spells that aren't in your spell inventory, so.
Well, no, it is in my spell list. I made sure
okay.
to add them because I just make them distinct from everything else. Because I was trying to see what would happen if one of the panels couldn't necessarily fit.
If the wall cuts through a creature's space when it appears, the creature is pushed to one side.
Well, no, not the creatures couldn't fit, but if the wall itself couldn't fit, because like you kind of shoved that one in a doorway that I'm not sure it could actually fit through.
Yeah, it could fit.
Or is that a 10-foot doorway?
Here, look, there you go. It's a double door. Yeah, you can fit through. Yeah, it's a 10-foot door. It's double door. Which means they can probably exit the building, too.
Alright, no, okay, then everything should fit then. Alright, yeah. I got confused. Alright, no, so, yeah, Christopher is going to construct 8 panels. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, there'll be 6 10 by 10 foot panels surrounding the both of them, and then closing the box right on top of them.
Like, is it like something like this?
I basically just imagine that I've put them in a 20-foot by 10-foot box.
Fair enough. So they're kind of like, yeah, so they're restrained for now. All right, cool. I'll just go with that. And then what's your intention after that? Like, they're not able to move from this point, right?
Yeah, they have, I mean, unless you want to use abilities that I know that they have no means of getting out of that.
I mean,
Christopher turns to
Wolf. Be opening up the...
We have about 10 minutes.
Well then, we better start looking around then.
And you know, since the ceiling itself is like a bit on the taller side, just gonna kind of climb over the box and then come out the other side. So then
we'll do the same.
Yeah.
Falling back or staying put? What, like, yeah, it's the next turn. What do you want to do? They don't seem to be able to do what,
like we said, we unless
you're trying to
say otherwise, we're just like basically climbing over the box and then hopping onto the other side.
Would that be doable?
You said the ceiling was 20 feet high.
Yeah, but how are you going to climb on a magical surface, though?
it's only 10 feet high.
I suppose.
So I can as a 5-foot character, it is very easy to climb on top of a 10-foot barrier.
All right, so you want to
top of
stay
that
here?
pole,
Okay, fine.
go.
You're in. You're in. Okay, yeah. Let's keep going. Like I thought you were gonna go the other way, and I could end the stream there. But if we're inside, what are we doing?
Oh yeah, so like we were just first checking to see if there was anything in this room, even though we do know that there is in fact a basement area that I think was on the other side.
A lot of damage, a lot of rubble from where these creatures seem to have attacked indiscriminately.
Well, this place is well and thoroughly trashed.
Yep, property value went down.
Is there like an origin of spot where they might have broke in? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Make a perception check.
I guess Christopher will also participate.
Yeah. Both of you kind of like look up above the bar, and there's like folded flaps of like 2 sets of them that are big enough for them to fit into. Like they were embedded in the ceiling and released. So like right above the bar.
Inside there this entire time.
I'm more surprised that why have they put them in there in the first place?
Unless their intention was to... Wait. Do you perhaps believe that Elisophagus might simply have just been using the Tazareth?
I mean, if he's a smart guy, they rely on him, not he relies on them. So I can see that.
So it seems that he might have been looking to betray them from the get-go. Or at least I'm assuming that he has the ability, or is the one who made these creatures.
Then I imagine he's not here anymore. If he was. And if he is, we could look for him.
Ted, were there any notable areas where he might have been?
As far as I remember out of character? I didn't see him, I saw Kennen. But I saw the elephant guy walk in the building.
I mean, like, unless I'm misremembering, I believe it might have been Vol that at the very least saw not Jack coming out of a room.
Yeah, like you're well aware of that first room in the vestibule, the first area you were in. There's a door that leads off to the other side of where that guy was sitting. Sorry, I'm placing a troop. I'll ping where I'm aiming over in this direction.
I just know that Christopher didn't see it because he didn't roll a high enough perception.
Yeah.
We'll just be like, I'm not sure, but I know the room behind us was where they were at least where Jack came out of.
Well, that's as good a place to look as any.
Should we also check for survivors? Maybe send them over?
Dorian, would you mind looking about the place just in case?
Oh yeah, it'd be my pleasure, boss, to tell people to go look for a place to hide. Alright, I'm on it.
Okay, with that, Christopher and Vol will start making their way toward that particular doorway.
Oh, so you're climbing over the thing again?
Yep.
You see
Just
one
have
of
to
them
make sure
disappear.
that they look inside.
You see one kind of like turn blue and then disappear. And the other one just kind of like moves back and forth impatiently.
Oh, that's curious. The last one didn't do that.
Alright, so what are you doing?
Let's keep our ears out.
Yes, just as well.
Alright.
Yeah.
Checking the door?
I am.
Yep.
Sorry, I was coughing.
No, you're fine, you're fine. How do you want to check the door? You just want to open it?
I just do it.
Alright, yeah. The door seems to be unlocked. And I don't think this guy is directly there. Like, he's hiding behind a corner, actually. You're able to enter through there if you want.
I'm just waiting until Christopher walks in.
And you guys can clearly see this guy kind of like, hold on, who's there? Who's there? Who's that?
Sir, how dare you address me in such a manner?
Oh, by the way, these guys aren't here. Oh, my apologies. What are you even doing here? We're under attack.
I feel like this should be a question. This is a Tazareth, right?
Yeah.
So, well, I do believe the majority of your number are escaping on that large ship. What are you still doing here?
I'm just holding down the fort, making sure, I'm actually hiding from whatever's in that other room.
So, I've secured them for right now. If you're looking for a good chance to get out, now would be the best time.
Roll persuasion, and this will determine whether he runs in a mad dash believing you, or if he's gonna sit here and cower. Mad dash it is. And you hear another, and then all of a sudden you hear him go, ah! And die on the way out.
Oh, did you hear that?
I think the things we were trying to get might have gotten out.
So where is that just perfect?
Alright.
Let's look this room for any evidence of where that elephant man left. And then we can get out of here.
There is
that should be easy enough.
Yeah, this here is pretty much an open meeting room of sorts where it looks like people can congregate, have conversation, just meet up. Like a staff room, right? Like there might be some books on the shelves, but none of them seem useful. Just some random party books or whatever. And then there's a door that leads over here.
And since the creatures have apparently escaped anyway, Christopher, just to give themselves infinitely more time, he's going to look at the conveniently 10-foot by 10-foot hallway, or a 10 by 20 feet high, and he is going to cast Wall of Force again to completely block it.
No problem.
All right, that should give us more than enough time, even if they did escape the first time.
Indeed. Foal's just gonna loot the room to find anything, and then check the door.
Investigation then.
And Christopher will assist since we have time.
Take advantage. Take advantage. Okay.
God!
I mean, you just find a smutty-looking magazine that one of the guides left behind. That's about it. Like, this room is, like I said, a staff room. Like, you don't leave your stuff here. This is where you sit down, take a break, or meet with clients. There's really not much to this room.
So now we know that Mr. Elephant Man is also a pervert. Good to know.
So, wait. Oh, gods, please. As Christopher just kind of like throws it.
Oh, sure, blame it on him. There's other people here too, you know. Like, this is a meeting room, not his office. But continue. Where do you want to go? Checking the door?
I'll open that door.
Well,
yeah.
the fact that he doesn't want to reveal is that it was all Loxodon porn.
Yeah. Oh well. I didn't reveal that, did I? So yeah, this door seems to be locked, Full.
There are multiple ways to open a door.
There are.
I kick
Very
it
well.
open.
Go ahead and roll me athletics. You know how hard it is to kick a door open, though? I recently tried. It's not very easy. That's a no-go as your foot deflects off this heavy oak door that you just try to slam your foot into.
Out of curiosity, will I get another crit fail if I do something? Hold on. Oh, never mind.
So this time you kind of like throw your shoulder into it and you can hear the crunching of wood splinter, and finally the door opens before you. And I'll...
Brushes yourself off.
Are you quite alright, Vol?
I'm okay, I'm okay. Some doors are just sturdier than others. Walks in.
You see a stairway up to the right. I have no idea why there's a door there, but there's a door there apparently. Oh, okay, I see what that is.
I tell Christopher about the stairs?
Yeah? Do you go up the stairs?
Well, it seems to be the only direction.
I go
Alright,
up the stairs then.
Alright, I'll have to move you two.
So,
There you go.
although by this point, Christopher will contact Dorian. Have you found anything, Dorian, while you were out about?
About 7 dead bodies, boss. 8. 9. 10. Oh, hey, look! I might get the baker's dozen out of this.
Oh, that's not looking good.
13, boss. I did it. As you come into this room, Vol, it looks strange. There's a orb on this table. And, you know, seats around this table. This orb looks like a looking glass of sorts. Like, oh, this seems to be like a security room if it were. Just to kind of like make it a little bit easier for all of us. And that orb seems to be attached.
Check?
Yeah, go ahead, make an Arcana. And it seems to be built into the table, by the way. It's a magical device of some sort.
No, I'm
You can do it
Arcana.
too.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. You can move in too, by the way. Yeah, this is it's not quite a scrying, but it seems to have the ability to see locations that have these runes added. So it's like security cameras, right? So it's like our modern day security system almost. Like this thing will scry on all the locations that have the special rune. And with 22, Christopher, you think you can activate it?
Well, let's go ahead and take a peek. This might have some information we're lacking. As he attempts to activate it.
While you do that, I'm gonna check the other doors.
Alright. So as you sit down and focus your arcane magics into this orb, you can see a display of several different parts of the room. You see Dorian downstairs just kind of like counting bodies and just kind of like cackling happily to himself. And then you can kind of like mentally track away from that scene and find a different room, and then you can just kind of like picturize every room. One in particular, if Vo would like, or if you want, you can place your token here to see it, but you see an office and it's completely empty, devoid of anything, but as you look in there, you can see that there are paperwork that has been completely strewn over. This place looks like it's been ransacked in a way of like quickly leaving, like somebody packed their shit and left in a hurry. And that
I'll
kind of
break
like
the door down and look in.
Well, you can. Do you want to try opening it first?
Ah, obviously.
Athletics.
Well, yeah.
No,
Cole
you
has
already
the
said
best
it.
key.
Yeah, she already said it. So athletics.
It's like who needs thieves' tools?
Yeah, you Kool-Aid man this door as well. And then you kind of like realized it wasn't even locked.
I had to do that because of the first door.
I mean, you can act like it was though. Christopher doesn't know, right?
He's too busy scrying. Just like, what was that?
Yeah.
But where do I go, Star?
You can go in here if you want. I can't tell where the office doors are on the opposite side. So yeah, for reference though, like you would have had to go on like this. I don't even think you're gonna be able to see it though. Hold on, yeah, like if you follow this blue line, that's the pathing you'll take, and you can like explore that real quick if you want.
Sure, I'll check all.
Yeah, and I will say these doors have been opened and left that way. See this big old spacious room with potted plants. You see this little entryway, and then you see this office that has been completely discarded, thrown about, paperwork everywhere, except it looks like a bunch of scrap paper. Anything important looks like it's been taken away. By the way, here's a preview of what's to come next. No, go ahead.
I will still investigate the room or look for anything that might help us out.
Go ahead and do an investigation. The door was stopped, Kronk says. You see a piece of paper that looks like the back end of a page, right? Like it's the most, maybe it has the most information about whatever the subject is, but you don't know exactly what the subject's about. But it describes using elemental gems that were created to create a artificial floater stone. The who and how are escaping you. It's like the final thoughts of how it works. Manipulating elements in a certain way through these stones, and then it just kind of like cuts off because the information's not all there.
Well, it sounds like Shell already made that harder for them.
What was that for? Christopher shouts from...
As he's shouting at... Hold on. As he's shouting through the orb, you can hear his voice through like an audio device in the room. And you can hear Volk as she was talking to herself.
Oh, wow, this thing is very elaborate.
Mind if you look through all the spots to see if there's anything important? I found some papers and I'll bring it back to you.
Very good.
Probably the only thing that kind of like catches your eye is down here in the bottom. You know what? I'm going to reveal everything since you have the access to this in a way. So no more hiding. Everything is yours. Boom. Headshot. Alright. There's a vault down here and some storage down here that kind of like catches your eye with a bunch of material items that you might be able to use for some use. I don't know.
Oh, you said that there was a vault?
Mm-hmm. Down here. Here, I'll shift right or shift left click and show you. Down here, and then this is like a storage room. They seem to be connected, so there is a doorway that may be locked.
Does the what's the style of the vault?
I have to come up with this one for a minute.
I guess the idea is it one of those, like turnstile vaults, like like you see in like banks like in movies, or
yeah, I think I'll work with that. Like it's got the big old turn handles for you to kind of like try to work with it, and a big old metal door, something that Vol can't kick in for sure. She could try, but it's gonna hurt, especially on a crit, fail, or success.
Hey Vol, I do believe I've literally seen everything in this building. There's a storage room and also a vault.
Well then, why don't we take a quick, tour there?
So, would you like to go into the vault directly, or would you like to try and open that later?
I mean, if you have a way to get in there, let's do that.
With that, Christopher is just going to take Vol by the hand, and he's going to use the Cape of Montbank to dimension door inside of the vault.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, because you can see where it is and know how to get there, right?
Yep.
And you are inside the vault whenever you guys want to move down here. There are an accruement of materials within this place. There are bricks made of gold on one particular pallet. There are coffers of coins that have been left behind or unattended. There are gemstones. There are Hootermon of treasure that they had stored here in this vault. What would you guys like to do?
So I have an idea, Christopher, if you like this idea.
Yes?
Now, we could take it for ourselves, or we could give it to the townspeople that are worried about not having the money to rebuild their town after this.
So I do believe that you and I had the precise same idea. There should be more than enough to refurbish the town properly. Maybe even give it proper defenses to prevent a further incursion by the Tazareth.
Yep, save wavelength then.
All right.
And if there's enough left over, we might be able to replace some of Arthur's equipment.
Fair enough, right? Looking at the time and considering how we can montage this a little bit, is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, so and you correct me at any point that I sound like I'm off base. Thank you, all right? But I'm under the assumption that you intend to grab as much loot as possible to refurbish the city with. So you guys will be spending time filling up bags of holding or bags that you're carrying with. I'm not sure what you're...
We both have bags of holding.
Fair enough. Now the question is, I guess, how do you get out? I mean, you have another dimension door, or...
I have access to the spell dimension door.
Okay, just
I
making
can
sure.
cast it up to I can cast it 3 times before I have to take another short rest.
Okay. I think we're going to revisit this scene. Like, you guys are taking out as much as you can, right? So you'll just need to use one dimension door to get out of here for the 2 of you. And I think we're going to revisit the scene because there are 2 retrievers that are on the loose on the inside. And we do need to figure out if Jack and the crew that are in the factory are going to reconvene on top of you guys. And then maybe, like we group everybody up to take out the retrievers, or... I mean, it's going to have to be dealt with, right? Because you don't want that.
Oh yeah, there was just
in
0%
town, so, yeah.
that that 2 level 10 creatures were going to fight against 2 retrievers by themselves.
No problem. Yep. No, that's absolutely good. So that's my assumption. So with that, as you guys are like completing your mission, and you could dimension door in front of the factory or close to it. Is that the intention here, or did you want to go to the stables, or what's the last assessment before you go back in?
Well, honestly, like once we had cleared out the vault, just to make sure that we didn't have to make a
it would
unlock
probably
it at a later time.
Yeah, like you could fit 500 pounds into a bag of holding, no problem. And there's still more treasure that is still stuck in that vault. So if you're just going to get 1,000 pounds worth of treasure or whatever you have access in your bags, and that's the current status quo, we'll figure out what that is next week for sure. And then when we come back into this, we'll figure out how. I mean, you might still crack the vault because once you,
I think maybe how we'll do this, like just for simplicity, is that, since this stuff is clearly not going to be going anywhere, and Vol, you can agree with this or not, but we'll just leave the stuff there and circle back around to it once we have taken care of all of the threats in the town.
That works.
Yeah, so So like we'll go back on that one decision and just like leave everything there, but we absolutely know everything that's in there.
Right. Okay.
And then we will then dimension door to the factory just to see like, hey everybody, what's going on? Oh dear gods, what happened here?
I brought Jack back to life. Look at him. He's moving again.
Just something we would probably need to deal with. There are 2 large mechanical spiders in the club, and I do believe that they are still on a murder spree.
Yeah, okay, we'll get to it. I'm just gonna cut off Kennan's head real quick.
Fair enough. And with that, my friends, yeah, we're going to go ahead and end our session there. Hope you've all enjoyed this wonderful arc that hopefully will be at its complete ending next week, maybe? I don't know. Definitely did some damage to the Tazarath within the city. Also might have reclaimed it. We'll find out next week for sure. Join us next week, Monday at 7 p.m. Central. We'll be back at it again. Elsparia, Trail to the Pass. Join us Wednesday as we go find the Lost Mines of Phandelver with Lexi Darkmoon as the DM. I'm sure we'll find it this week, guys. Don't worry. I think we're about there. We're about there. Join us on Fridays at 6 p.m. Central, where if you want to play D&D with some of the cast that is on this game, a few of us do play on Friday, and Friday is an open roleplay where we play D&D with people who are on our stream or people who are on Roll20 forums. So if you want to join, !help in Twitch chat. We'll give you all the information you need to join that game. Also join our Discord, which is become part of our community. We'd love to have you. And also if you want to subscribe to our sub-only campaign, we have a new method. Make sure you check it out. Use the tip page down below, and I will be releasing a video on how to do it in detail. Those who have a current sub to the Twitch channel will be able to run that out before needing to switch over to the new method, and then once that continues to get everybody in, we'll have new roles for them to go into, and from there we'll just keep going from there. I think that's all of my announcements. We're waiting for the Wounded Warrior Project to get back to us about what's happening in November. Look forward to that. And I'll let these guys say goodnight to Twitch and Facebook. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night.
Chennai.
Nighty night.
You got something there, Moomy?
I did it for her.
That'll work. And with that, guys, so you hear the calling, the chaotic calling. Stay tuned. We're going to raid somebody.